Welcome to First Essence, where the Word of God is light to our path. Listen and be blessed.
And the day arrived when the sons of God came and placed themselves before God. Exactly what you saw that happened to Job. Angels have come now. Satan also came with the sons of God. Reverend, that's your daughter that reached the gates of hell. And I saw her in P and Pure. If you see the hug I gave that girl, because there's no way I couldn't recognize her. The girl I saw then was like skeleton. They brought me into the theater where all kinds of things. I think what collapsed as at that time, was it the lungs? The lungs had collapsed, and they are giving up that the girl was going to go. What I even saw there, even you have to close your eyes so you can have faith. Because that's the type of prayer. If you're praying it and you are looking at what you're praying at, you can't believe. When I got there, I saw your wife. I think she has been there for either 5 or something days. She has not taken her bath. She has not gone home. A woman is crying for her daughter. About how many days? I said, about 3 days. She said she has not been home. Daughter is in theater. And normally they won't allow people in, but they insisted. They said, Reverend, we don't allow because, you know, bacteria. Okay. Don't worry, I came to assist your work. The angels came to present themselves, and Satan came among them. And the Lord said to Satan, where did you come from? The same answer. From going to and fro in the earth. From walking up and down in it. The Lord said to Satan, what is the word to me concerning all the children of the earth? Do you see how God holds in heaven? Any case you have, he said, yes, sir. It's Emmanuel that we are bringing today. Everyone say, back to sender. Well, it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as that. Back to sender doesn't solve all of them. The word of their testimony, the blood of the Lamb, the finished work of Christ on the cross, and your ability to know your rights, to stand your ground and say, devil, you're not having my child. Oh, you're not having me either. You're not crossing anywhere here. Pack your loads and leave. And then you give evidence based on what Christ did on the cross. Hello? Is somebody being helped this morning? Nigeria now needs teaching priests that will help God's people come up. The level of understanding of God and His word has gone down so bad. Well, a lot of people shouting and prophesying. That's not how you mature Christians. He said, I've seen all the children of men who are on the earth. And then he said, who served thee? And remember thee when they require anything from thee. Ladies and gentlemen, are you people seeing now? The devil understands this. They only come when they need something from you. I can see them. I see why they fill churches. The next verse. When thou givest them the thing which they require from thee, they sit at their ease and forsake thee, and they remember you no more, until they have another pressing need. Hast thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no child? He served thee. Now, Satan is talking. Had thou seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children? He served thee, oh. He erected altars to you everywhere. See how he was planting church, doing evangelism, giving. Now, see, oh. And he brought up offerings upon them. He proclaimed your name continually to all the children of men. He was preaching, telling people about you. Now that his son Isaac is born to him, he has forsaken thee. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land. And the Lord he has forgotten. Because there was a day Abraham threw a feast for Isaac to win him. It's there in your Genesis. To win him. Who will not do it? 100 years I got this boy. But amazingly that day, somehow, in the midst of that celebration, they forgot to go and do offering. To give some. Yes, it didn't happen. The devil picked on it. He said, can you now see? That day, he threw feast. People he forgot you. Did he do anything for you? Go next line. Let's see. For amidst all that he has done, he brought thee no offering, neither burnt offering or peace offering, neither ox or lamb or goat, or that he killed on that day that his son was weaned. Even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years, he built no altar before thee. Abraham used to build altars. He hasn't, since Isaac, he hasn't built any altar, nor brought any offering to thee. For he saw that thou givest what he requested before thee, and he therefore forsook thee. He has not really forsaken God, but the devil has proven a case in the court. If you go to the man in his heart, truly he has not forsaken God. I learned my own lessons about how to manage promotion, how to manage prosperity. A lot of people don't know where their problems are coming from. Now, just a few more lines. Yes. And the Lord said to Satan, hast thou thus considered my servant Abraham? There is no like him on the earth. The man is a perfect and upright man before me, one that fears God. He avoids evil. As I live, if I said to him, bring up Isaac before me, he will not withhold him from me. Much more if I told him to bring up a burnt offering before me, he would do it. And Satan answered the Lord and said, speak now to Abraham, as you have said, that let's see whether he will not this day transgress and cast aside your word. Are you people now seeing where the instruction came from? Abraham, take your son Isaac. Everyone say exam. You will prosper this year and the remaining years of your life. Because God is handing you secrets. It's all a test. At the end of it, everybody gets double whatever it was. When I understood and I adjusted, and then I sat down, understood the tricks, and I wrote it in and got A. And to my shock, there are things I've fasted for years, gifts of the Spirit, all kinds of things. I think they took me up into and gave me all of them, decorated me with all of them. Took another level of anointing, put all kinds of things. I said, Lord, what is going on? And then opened abundance in some dimension. I said, what is going on here? He said, it's double for all your trouble. He said, because that's where it always leads to promotion. I don't have the time to read through, but if you go to Genesis and if you read down here, you see the same thing. When Abraham passed the exam, God said, now I know that you fear me. Maybe you should show it to them, Genesis 22. No, go down to where? He said, now I know that you fear me. But I heard God telling the devil before the exam, Abraham is a perfect man. He fears God. No. This now I know is, it has been proven. It has been tested. This one, we can take it to the bank. The other one is just faith that I have in you. I have in my friend Abraham. But now, Abraham has proven it. He said, lay not thy hand upon that child. Do thou anything. Don't do anything to him. For now I know that you fear God, seeing that you had not withheld your son, thy only son, from me. So what is the next result? Verse 13. And Abraham lifted up his eyes. Of course, God gave him a ram to kill. God now swore an oath. Said, by myself have I sworn, said the Lord, because you have done this thing and has not withheld your son, your only son. Verse 17. In blessing, I will bless thee. In multiplying, I will multiply thee as the stars of the heaven, as the sun which is upon the seashore. And your seed will possess the gates of his enemy. At 18. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou what? Obeyed my voice. This is the A+. That's what the man came out with. And then he came out loaded. Go to Job 42 and show them how it ended. No. I think before you showed the final result for Job, show them, and in all this, Job did not. He didn't listen to his wife. He didn't do what the devil expected. Job did not. Job fell down and worshipped. In all this, Job did not blame God. Actually, look at how the Bible said it here. Job rent his mantle, shaved his head, fell down upon the ground, and what? Worshipped. A man that just lost his children. How can you worship? How can you be thanking God? How can you do that? And said, naked came out of my mother's womb, naked shall I return. The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. How can you do that, Job? Then in all this, verse 22, Job sin not, nor charge God foolishly. Give another translation, maybe message. Let him, what does it mean to charge God foolishly? Not once through all this did Job sin. Not once did he what? Blame God. You say, DP, if it's that one, I also passed. No, if you blame church, you're blaming God. That's what some people are doing. If you start blaming your pastor, it's God you're blaming. You didn't know how to pass the ball to the big man. You stop at the middleman. It's just a test. So go and show them the end of Job, chapter 42, so I can get out. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. And the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had. Everyone said, double for your trouble. Verse 11. All his brothers and sisters, all his friends and acquaintances, everybody began to come to his house. Some to comfort him, others to come and rejoice with him. That last part is worth highlighting. Every man also gave him a piece of money, everyone an earring of what? Gold. He started accumulating jewelries and money. Apart from they doubled all that he had, and then God gave him a favor. People started go one step further. Even verse 12 is interesting. And so the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than in his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep. Before this thing happened, there were 7,000. You can go to chapter 1 and check. 6,000 camels, there were 3,000. 1,000 yoke of oxen, there were 500 in chapter 1. And beyond that, if you don't know why these things are important, do you know why people are killing human beings for cattle? This is wealth. You don't know there's money in cattle business. There's serious money in it. 1,000 she asses. Yes. Next verse. And he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. Exactly the same thing that he lost. In all this ending, there's only one person missing. Is the wife. He got a younger woman who had these children for him. The wife died. That was another sad one. Verse 14. These are the names he gave the girls. There are 3 of them: Jemima, Kezer, Keren Hapok. And in all the land there were no women found so beautiful as the daughters of Job. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. When he was sharing wealth, he had to give them. There's too much money here. Let the girls also carry and go and help their husband.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.